180,000 blacks fought along 2.5 million whites for the Union during the Civil War, 1861-1865. That was 7%. 2,800 black soldiers lost their lives. One of the main reasons was that the Confederate forces would rather kill black soldiers than to take them in as prisoners. Conflicting contradictions. In pre-Civil War America, some blacks owned other blacks as slaves and fought for the Confederacy. Some Indians caught runaway black slaves and took them back to their white masters. After the Civil War, many blacks enlisted in the armed forces and followed the directions of white officers against the Indians. Many black Seminole Indians helped the U.S. government against the Western Indian tribes in removing them from their land. Frontier service for the Buffalo Soldiers included Indian warfare, mapping out deserts, forests, and many unknown territories to mankind, building roads, exporting the mail, protecting communities from outlaws, and enforcing the law. Lawlessness was commonplace. The open Newfoundland brought many business perspectives. Some were legit, others were shady. It also brought many, in a large number, of outlaws and bandits. Lincoln County, New Mexico, July 14, 1878. Gunfire reigned on the streets of Lincoln as two groups of outlaws battled each other for control of the town. Billy the Kid, a known outlaw, roamed the streets of Lincoln as terrified citizens feared walking the streets day or night. The U.S. Army was called in to establish the peace, and the 9th Infantry Cavalry of the Buffalo Soldier was called in to assist. Many of the white citizens of Lincoln spoke of hatred upon seeing the black men in uniform, the 9th Infantry Cavalry. Fighting on foreign soil. Buffalo soldiers were called in to serve in the American-Spanish War in 1898 in Cuba. After an American battleship, the USS Maine, had exploded, killing 260 Americans, both blacks and whites. The blast took place near the Havana harbor. Some people had blamed Spain for the blast. Others were confused as to who had done it. All 4 black regiments were called in to serve: the 9th, the 10th, the 24th, and the 25th. The Buffalo Soldiers used the skills that they had learned in Indian wars. At the Battle of Las Guasimas, a place in the jungle, the Buffalo Soldiers helped an all-white infantry of cowboys known as the Rough Riders to fight against the Spanish soldiers who were raining them with bullets. The Buffalo Soldiers helped the Rough Riders fight their ways out of the jungle. The Rough Riders were really an ill-prepared for combat group. On July 1st, 1898, the Buffalo Soldiers helped the U.S. win 2 major battles, Kettle Hill and San Juan Hill. More than 1,000 American lives were lost. Buffalo soldiers were among the majority. On July 3rd, 1898, the U.S. Navy destroyed the Spanish naval squadron in Santiago Harbor in Cuba. In the end, the Buffalo Soldiers had fought side by side with the white Rough Riders. Sadly, the vast majority of the American public was unaware of the unified effort They ignore the returning African American Buffalo Soldiers while cheering the white Rough Riders as heroes. These African Americans in uniform return to an America segregated.